Hello everyone, and welcome in. Thank you guys for stopping by so early, as we are just getting started here, as today we're going to be kicking off the Forts Pro League Season 2. If you guys want to see some of those best games, with some of your favorite players and favorite teams, now is the time to come and join in. This is the place to see it. And if you like to see this kind of content in another language, specifically the German tongue, you can stop by Twitch. I believe Salzburg is going live right now, so you can check out the Forts category and see for yourselves. I did see somewhere that there may be a French cast, although I do not know if that is happening or their name, but if you check the Forts category here in a moment, I'm sure you'll see it online. Alright, but without further ado, let's get this party started, shall we? By that I mean, the cat herding. It's going to be a moment. See if I can hop on to voice comms. I do want to say that there is a 3-minute delay, so chat interaction is not going to be super meaningful. But we are otherwise ready to go. Professional explosions, yes. Hello from Germany, hello there. Hello everyone. I see you guys coming in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. Now, I'll see you guys out there. Should I say, I'll see you guys right now. Accurate password, I agree. Here, I'll go ahead and hop onto. Well, look who's hiding out in their own little corner of the world.
Greetings.
Hey there, 42. How's it going?
I'm doing fine. Organizing those matches is really fun.
Oh, I've been lurking, and dude, it looks like chaos. Complete, unabated
No, it's fine,
chaos.
it's fine.
I was kind of surprised we didn't just go ahead and say, hey, you know what, let's just do the video thing, because getting everyone together for a specific time is not quick. Well, hello there. If it isn't JR Spike 23,
This should be alright, I guess.
coming in for the 53 months. That is quite some time. Can we get to love in chat for JR Spike, one of the longest running members here in the channel? Welcome back. Alright, let's see. Salzburg is here. I'm just going to press all the buttons you tell me to press. And trust that you've got that on lock.
Yeah, I've got all the V2 sheets under control, so it should be all good, I hope.
Okay. Who is the first team that we expect
So,
to have here?
first team, we're having an AL match, so Amateur League match. It will be full Felices and 11 VNR. So it will be Team 1. And it is Team Genesis.
Team Genesis,
And
alright.
our second team will be Strebenknacker.
Let me see if I can... okay. There we go. Excellent.
So I'm giving them the password to the lobby.
I'm guessing that's German, as they're probably pronounces the K.
Yes. Strebenknacker. Yes.
Yes. Strebenknacker. Strebenknacker. There we go.
Yeah, that works.
Alright then. Hey, and they even have the symbol. It's beautiful. Alright. Looks like we are about ready to go.
I'll just wait for the French streamer, who should be arriving soon.
Excellent.
And yes, some people don't have the badges yet. That's because they haven't handed in their Steam profile yet, but it's all gonna be good.
Understandable. Don't worry, guys, you aren't missing anything. There is merely a lobby open. And plenty of goods to go around.
Yeah, but it can be very exciting.
Oh, yes. Let's see if I can adjust. Very exciting, all the cat herding, which is everyone's favorite. Let's see. Let me try to put something together real quick. Is this going to pop up? No good. As well, hello there.
Warning, nuclear launch detected.
Nuclear launch coming in from JR Spike. It's not even a preemptive strike this time. Why you like this? Ah, jeez.
Incursion detected, nuke away.
Hey. Can we get some love in chat for JR Spike 23 coming in with that nuclear launch detected? You'll love to see it. As we'll be jumping into the action here shortly. We've got the players in the lobby. We're almost good to start. Okay. And did the front streamer get the lobby
Yeah,
information?
he's a bit unresponsive right now, so...
Okay. Okay.
I think we might just start this one and then let him join later.
Okay. That is probably a good option.
Unless, of course, he arrives before the player's ready up, but yeah.
Okay, so the bans have already been done and everything is taken care of. Map is made. Did we need a time limit for that?
Yes. No, there is no time limit. I can send you the sheet if you want to see the bans and everything.
It's okay. As nice as that would be, I think it would be unnecessary at this point.
Okay, sure.
That would just be extra to do.
There we go. This is our French streamer Regustigo.
Hey, there he is. Alright. Okay, Gustigel, one of the other competitors here, is actually participating in the Forts Amateur League this time, I believe.
Yes, absolutely.
Well,
With the team Upgrade Santé.
Armoured something. The French name. So if you guys want to check them out on Twitch, you guys can watch these very same Forts matches, but in French, as we have many options. All right, so we should be about good to go here. Is there anything else you're waiting on other than Salzburg to ready up?
I think only Salzburg, yeah.
All right.
Alright.
And you said that there was a time limit?
Nope, there is no time limit.
Okay. All right then, let's jump right into it. Strebenknacker. That's going to be a fun one to say many, many times over. As here we go to round one of the Forts Amateur League. As much as the announcement and all the hype was around the Forts Pro League, the Forts Amateur League starts alongside it. And wouldn't you know it, but we're starting out with a Forts Amateur League match, as the first match here is going to be between Team Genesis here on the left-hand side and Team Strebenknacker on the right-hand side. We don't quite have a mirror match, as we have the Eagle Eye Commander coming out of Team Genesis. Eagle Eye, most known for its double-shot projectiles, allowing it to burst fire its weapons a bit more consistently into terrifying effect. This is compared to Strebenknacker's Warthog pick. Warthog is known for empowering its heavy weapons, such that every weapon it fires can be that much more powerful, packing that much harder of a punch, and becoming a living terror on the field, which is always a great time. Given that both commanders here are heavy weapon focused, we do expect to see something along the lines of a heavy weapons rush. I say as if Team Genesis here isn't going for double upgrade center. Upgrade center not typically associated with heavy weapons at all. And the reason for that is the upgrade center, it just costs a lot of money, so it's very difficult to go upgrade center and anything else, such as heavy weapons. And to that end, I don't really know what to expect here, other than potentially early game aggression, which is fairly common when going upgrade center. We do see triple flak out of Lavin, quadruple flak out of Lavin. Given the upgrade center choice, I can reasonably expect those flak to become shotguns. Similar weapon set out of Genesis. I'm sorry, out of Full Felicis here. Makes me wonder what on earth is going on over there, as mass shotgun is not known to be particularly powerful, at least in terms of base breaking capabilities, and yet this is the world in which we live.
I wouldn't be surprised if 8 shotguns managed to do something, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it absolutely can. Shotguns, I mean, they reflect off of slanted armor endlessly. They do nothing to energy shields well. But given that those are two things teams never invest into, because they're expensive, Team Strebenknacker here might actually get punched really hard and be completely caught off guard by this. Although I'm still concerned as to how they're going to fully finish them out. But yet, here we are.
Yeah, it will probably deal some heavy eco damage to the mines or turbines, but yeah. Or maybe not, yeah. We'll see.
We will see, as those shotguns should be firing right about now. Yeah, they're starting to chunk through some wood there, but, I mean, it's only wood for the moment. They are touching the metal and the top of JX's base here. But as you saw, that single piece of slant did manage to reflect a chunk of those projectiles, which is usually how that goes. Does make me concerned as to how they're going to upkeep this. Team Genesis does not have the energy production to keep this up at all. Nor do they have, at the moment, something akin to real base-destroying power. Mind you, Strategic Connector's lower player, Neko here, didn't defend their heavy weapons at all, so now those are gone. No doors, no metal at all, and that's real unfortunate for them. Neko losing 16% of their HP to fire damage, which is not amazing, as we have more shotguns coming out of Team Genesis.
I wonder what the transition will be, because this is not going to be enough.
Yes, that is the next thing I was about to mention. At least I was going to, but then they keep seeming to add on more shotguns. As, what do we have here? It's rockets! Okay. Rockets follow-up, which is not... I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised by this, given that rockets are on the same tech and are capable of dealing meaningful damage. The problem, of course, with rockets is they just don't hit as hard as heavy weapons. And, I guess that's not really true. They're just less cost-efficient than heavy weapons. So you tend to not see them used after heavy weapons are available. And it is beyond heavy weapon o'clock. Thus, it makes me question the interest in bringing them out at the moment. This is, of course, taking into consideration that Team 2 here, Strategic Connector, has no heavy weapons of their own. So, I guess there's no real penalty for Team Genesis getting rockets this late.
Yeah. It looks like those shotguns were there to delay and then build the rockets to finish them off, I guess.
I used to think that was a good strategy, but it just hasn't worked out in my experience. And this is one of those rare instances where we're actually seeing Eagle Eye be used for its, I guess, original active ability. In that the Eagle Eye active ability empowers light weapons, such as these shotguns, giving them explosive ammo, ramping up that damage to a significant degree, and yet here we see one of the problems with it and why the strategy is not particularly common. Even empowered with all of this heavy investment in shotguns, didn't even get to the single fire beam. It's just, at this time, it's just too little too late. Mind you, of course, Genesis isn't getting punished for it just because Team Neko doesn't have heavy weapons. Like, we're talking about literally exposed weapons out of Team Genesis here, and Team Neko hasn't been able to do much about it. Perhaps this tide will change, as Team Strategic Connector does actually manage to take out one rocket launcher. God, that's so many shotguns. This is just a lot of shotgun is what it is. Oh, that sniper takes out a second rocket. Oh no. This trick shot, this sniper from above. It's that's a lot, and it's only going to be getting worse for Team Strategic Connector at this point. The question is, can they live long enough to get their heavy weapons out onto the field? And so far the answer is a stunning maybe. Again. Just again is all I have to say about that. It just doesn't. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, uh-oh, here comes yet another empowered shotgun blast. And they're trying to break into JX's base. And they just don't do it. A little bit of splash manages to hit the mines down here. Oh, but the follow-up shotgun blasts do.
Big shot, yeah.
Yeah, alright. So that's a pretty big one, taking out the substantial chunk of economy. Not an ideal situation for Strategic Connector. But they're still not in serious danger. Okay. Uh-oh. This might be bad for Strategic Connector. JX in the top base is suffering lack of economic power and is just taking hit after hit. And while he's not being massively penetrated, I say as if his mines aren't getting picked off, he is suffering repair bills to a degree that he can't seriously recover, which is not usually how you see shotguns used, but it is working very much so into Genesis' favor. And with another shot, we may actually see JX lose their last mine, which is, I mean, yep, there it is. JX is already in a death spiral and needs to be saved, and Neko just sold off their last... Oh yeah, that's it. That's the end of, that's the end of JX. Neko, having lost their last and only heavy weapon, that fire beam. Heavy weapon is a strong word for a fire beam. But having lost their fire beam by selling it off, there's just no firepower coming out of Team 2. At all. This is where rockets
a lot of rockets.
Yeah, it's a lot of rockets, and it's a lot of pain going to Team 2 is what it is. And there we go.
GG.
Well played. And there we have it. That was certainly devastating. And I'm looking forward to the next round. I liked that tactic. It's not something you see every day. It's not something you see actually work almost ever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a nice refresher to get to see a little extra variety. It's like, oh no, Team Pro Aim got one sniper and now every shotgun is gone.
Yes. But I mean, if it was like a higher FPL match, I guess it would have been counter snipe as well. So yeah, it would have played differently anyway. It would be a different battle.
That's for sure. It is nice to see different tactics come to play every so often, you know. All right. Yeah, I see the ping. It's certainly not amazing.
We have seen much worse, but at least it's balanced between the teams.
Yeah. If it was unbalanced, I would raise a flag. I would be concerned. But
yeah,
like the only alternative is to have Salzwerk ping, Salzwerk host, which is possible. We could do that, but we're already here. And we're off. Round 2 between Genesis and Strebenkanaka. Here on the left-hand side, Team Genesis has gone with an quick early workshop with the Armadillo commander. So, this is shaping up to be, I'm going to say, an older style heavy weapons rush, which favors minimum timing for tech over economy investment. This is a style that kind of fell out of favor as players learned more effective ways to defend themselves, but it's definitely still a threat.
Yeah, I'm still stuck with that playstyle.
And I mean, it's strong. It seems like their opponent, Strebenkanaka, is doing something very similar. Although a little bit further behind. The two players for Streb and Kanaka are playing their strategies a bit differently between each other. Okay. Yeah, we are seeing a pure heavy weapons rush out of Genesis. Now, I will say that the Armadillo Commander has favored more economic investment builds over the pure heavy weapons rush builds. The reason for that is the Armadillo Commander can defend itself more cost effectively. Therefore, it can afford to get more eco and just rely on its stronger defenses. This is compared to the Buster Commander from Strabenknacker, which just has empowered heavy weapons, similar to Warthog but a more incendiary flavor. So I am surprised to see Genesis not go with the more eco priority versions of the heavy weapons rush compared to, well, what they're doing now.
I'm not even sure if they're going for the 6th mine.
I don't know if any team is going for the 6th mine here. I doubt Genesis is going for the 6th mine given their, I'm going to describe it as sole objective of getting their heavy weapons out in minimum timing. Strabenknacker has gone for the 6th mine already, at least in the previous match, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them do it here, but similarly, Strabenknacker is also going for a minimum timing style heavy weapons rush. This is going to be the kinds of weapons where they get their projectiles out on the field as quick as possible and attempt to break the opponents before the opponents realize that they need to defend themselves. Historically rather effective, but not quite as effective as just doing a more consistent economic build order and defending yourself at the appropriate time. So we'll see how it plays out. Quick note that Fos Felicis got their cannon down at the appropriate timing for a minimum cannon timing. Genesis, their second player 11, did not get their laser down in time for that. Similarly, Strabenknacker's Neko got their howitzer placed at the appropriate timing, at the quickest timing, whereas JX has not yet placed a cannon at all.
Which is a bit concerning.
Very concerning, as that means that they're going to be at about half firepower when things kick off in a few seconds here. As it's now 4:20 on the clock, and full Felicis cannons are 3/4 of the way complete, so we're going to see cannons fired at about 4:40, coming up at 4:40, 4:45, coming up in 15-20 seconds from now. So, how is this going to turn out, is my question. JX has finally placed their howitzer. Oh, there's the cannon. Fortunately for Team Strabenknacker, they did sufficiently defend their heavy weapon, so they don't lose it immediately. Similarly, Laven is almost ready to fire. Though if they had that fire beam ready to go, they could punish Neko for their somewhat sluggishness. Neko's howitzer is almost ready to fire and need only get a firing angle. All in all, Team Strabenknacker has more firepower in the works, under construction, but Genesis has their weapons fully operational right now, and we're about to see the combined firepower of Team Genesis focus firing, and that's it.
Not even. Didn't even need the focus power.
You're right, didn't even need the focus fire. Just all the combined rushing power of Team Strabenknacker has left them vulnerable to a single fire beam plasma beam combo, which is usually how that goes, and is one of the strengths of the faster heavy weapons rushes. And also the weaknesses. Team Strabenknacker still has Neko. their howitzer cannon player. Mind you, a howitzer and a cannon is sufficient to break pretty much anything currently available for Team Genesis.
I'm not seeing this howitzer go through though.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, given that Team Genesis is bringing the Iron Curtain. Should I say the lead wall, more accurately. That is a heap ton of machine gunners, which should be able to shut down Neko indefinitely. So that's going to be something. Oh dear. I believe we're soon to see the end of Team Stedeb and Knacker in this particular round, as the Fire Beam Plasma Beam combo is about to come online once more, and the single cannon from Full Felices getting set up to fire once more. Neko is selling off their howitzer and then canceling the sell of the howitzer. I think selling the howitzer is a good idea. Oh no, they're still. What are they doing? What is going on here?
Doubt.
I was gonna say, I think selling the howitzer is a great idea because the chances of it getting through is effectively null, whereas the cannon can always get damage done. Though I suppose in knowing the future, if that cannon was still alive, Neko would have just been eliminated. Okay. Curious. Team Genesis is not seriously ramping up their firepower. At the moment, they're finishing ramping up their economy, which is not a surprise given that they went weapons before economy. But they did manage to get enough weapons to remove one player for Team Stedeb and Knacker, leaving Team Genesis in an extremely heavy advantage. They just need to await sufficient energy and, well, firepower to finish off Neko here. Which will happen, I can only imagine, sooner than later. Look at that. They're going so heavy to the anti-howitzer here. They have a wall of machine guns from each player, a shotgun for manual anti-howitzer, and then static ablative anti-howitzer armor, which is many levels of preventing a howitzer from hitting. Oh jeez. Let us go. Is that a surrender out of
Yes.
Team Stedeb?
Probably. It's not dead yet, so...
Team Genesis
still-
slowly ramping
still
up their
building
firepower
weapons.
here. I am curious to see how long Neko manages to survive here. Looks like they do actually want to try to make a push for it. If they can get that that smoke launcher and cover the machine guns, the howitzer's got technically a chance to make it across, but like, it's not a good chance. But it is a chance, and it's exciting to think about. I believe that's exactly what Neko is attempting to go for. Wow. The smoke bomb is gone. The smoke launcher is gone. I believe sold off by Neko. I guess that it didn't have an angle? I don't think he tried to give it an angle. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I don't I don't know either.
I'm trying to make a guess as to what strategies are happening over on Team 2, but it's just not happening, and Team 1's capitalizing on this by shooting them with cannons repeatedly. That's what's going on here. Yeah, that wasn't even close. I didn't even make it halfway is what happened there. That was not great for Team 2, but also not surprising in the slightest.
And Genesis now has a howitzer of their own.
Mm-hmm. And it's about to come firing. Actually, the howitzer player doesn't have enough energy to really fire it. Although it's about to change. There it is. And the cannon follow-up. Cuts very deep. And they have the fire beam. There it is. And the plasma follow-up. You can do it. Oh, there it goes. Studeben Connector is knocked down. Well played, well played. Well, that was relatively clean for Team Genesis. You love to see it.
Yeah, it was really nice to see.
Yes, it was. I think the Forts Amateur League is some of my favorite. They have some of my favorite matches, is what they have. Just because the strategies are strange, to say the least.
They're innovative, I guess.
Innovative. That's a good way to put it. I like that way.
And so now, second match, with the Pro League starting off.
Hey. Get into the bigger guns now. Alright, so the teams we have here are...
These veterans for the first team, which is Eaton and Firework.
That I believe is Team Yes.
And so first team is team veterans, and
Team
second
veterans.
team is Yes.
Second team is Yes. Do I need to refresh my challenger mode here? That's not the match I'm... Alright, yes, I didn't refresh the challenger mode, okay.
Alright.
Veterans versus Yes.
Sweet.
I was like, this is not Hachelslag.
Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't make it today, sadly.
Ah. Oh no, I won't have to pronounce that horrible name.
Horrible, oh, that's mean.
It does terrible things to my throat, okay? Throats aren't supposed to make that kind of sound. No, I appreciate it. I really do. It's just strange.
Yes, of course.
Okay. I like the Forts Pro League and Forts Amateur League competitor badges. It's like, hey, we're in the leagues. I could show it. It just means more badges for everyone, though.
Yes, exactly. They have so many.
Some more than others. Some just run off the entire screen. Freaking Eaton. Hachelslag is tasty though. I stopped being interested in that a very long time ago. As cool as it looks. I don't know why. I think it was when I stopped doing sugar, just like as a whole.
We need to swap the sides, by the way. That's my bad.
Alright.
Don't forget to swap the observer as well.
Yes.
The map is correct, so we may start whenever.
Okay. Off to the next round.
So interestingly, both teams picked two of the same commanders.
Big shock.
The bans were Architect.
Well.
Warning. Nuclear launch detected.
If it isn't Mr. Zaben coming in with the absolute megaton, dropping the €100, prepare for impact. I could do you one better. We could drop right into this next match right now.
Prepare for impact.
Can we get some love in chat for Mr. Zabum coming in with the absolute megaton, dropping the supports all over chat. You love to see it. Thank you. Thank you. That's the kind of stuff that keeps these matches going as we get right into the Forts Pro League match. Team Yes here on the left-hand side playing as the Phantom Commander. It's Great Woo and Flynn Shadow. The Team Yes, a team that we saw last Pro League season and performed quite admirably. They'll be playing against their opponents, Team Veterans, Firework and Eaton. The clear favored team to win here of this match is Team Veterans. They're playing as the Seep Commanders, so we could expect to see rockets and missiles of a kind. I am curious to see how that works out for them, especially given that Firework is not going for swarm missiles at all. And I guess not really characteristic. I guess it is strange and uncharacteristic twist. Team Veterans isn't the one being annoying with snipers. They're just kind of sitting there and taking it, which is, I suppose, technically the correct answer, because why would you care about the snipers? They don't do anything.
I am very worried right now by Flynn having a backward sniper. No, two backward snipers. Why?
I imagine because they are playing Phantom, and obviously playing against Veterans, you expect to get sniped. So when you inevitably lose your sniper duel, you can just insta-replace.
I just don't get why backwards, but yeah, sure.
I mean, I guess it just doesn't matter which direction you put them. But like, what I didn't expect is to see them get upgraded to AP snipers.
Yeah, all three.
Like, that was not... I could see one of them getting upgraded to AP. On the conditions that you get... Oh god. Those aren't backup snipers. What are you doing? Why are you like this? Oh, this is a beautiful combo. I've not seen this combo before. And this is something that Eaton is particularly vulnerable to, given his playstyle. Wow, he lives that. Holy smokes.
That was awfully close.
Wow. Okay. What? One pair of swarms. One pair of swarms is all it took. That's disgusting. Okay. Well, I can tell you what happened, but I'm both impressed and disappointed. First off, I love the strategy from Team Yes here. This is a cheese that almost took out Team Veterans, just like entirely, and would have if, and I'm fully gonna put the blame on Flynn Shadow here because I can. It would have if Flynn Shadow didn't miss one of those AP sniper shots. Like, he fired it. It was a clear shot directly to the core, and Flynn Shadow just missed it. But holy smokes, I need to see what exactly happened to the Great Woe here. Was it really just... Yeah, no, it was so greedy that he sold off everything, leaving only a single piece of metal. And while swarm missiles are not known for their ability to break bases, they can break about exactly one piece of metal. And if all you have is one piece of metal, that's it. You just kind of break through. So, that's how that goes. Okay, well that was an amazing match. I've never seen that strategy before, at least used in this context. And that's amazing. SSS Skylines. Oh, that's actually the map.
Yes,
okay.
it's like, yes, it's actually the map.
I was like, wait a minute.
You didn't see that coming, right?
No, I didn't see that one coming a mile away. I thought Eden was just doing the normal Eaton thing of wanting to play something meme. Because it's fun. I don't blame him. It's a good time. Holy smokes, that was incredible. So that was exciting. I'm curious to see if Team Yes will try that again. I imagine not in this particular match, but
we have to swap the teams.
okay.
Oh no, my bad. No. Swap. Actually, no. It turns out that they chose Team 2 on purpose. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I guess we can go then.
All right. Let's do this. And we're off to round 2. Here we have on the left-hand side, it is Team Yes playing as the Scattershot Commander, selling off all of their internal goodies because they can, because welcome to the FPL and all the associated players. They're playing against Team Veterans in this Scattershot mirror match. All teams selling off all their foundation braces, or at least most of them, because they can. Oh lord. This one is... I don't know what to expect here. Given the choice of commanders, I do expect to see plenty of 20mm. However, I'm not sure... I've never seen these players play on this map in particular, partially because this is a brand new map, one of the highly ranked... one of the highly rated maps coming from the Forts map making contest, the most recent one. Of this very large and busy looking map that expands all the way up and down to space, which is kind of crazy. But here we are. Despite the visual clutter of most of this rather ornately or intricately designed spiderweb of chaos, are some actually fairly vanilla-like bases. The bases themselves are relatively clean and clear. We have plenty of space up above the core and below the core for all the players involved to expand. Great Woe losing one of their technologies. Their munitions plant specifically,
This is unfortunate.
which is very bad for Great Woe because that's going to set them back a good 30 seconds or more. More, actually, but oof. Let's see, wait a minute. They're at 24 metal per second, so that's
35 something.
10. Yeah, it's a good 35-ish seconds setback, which is pretty big.
I think, yeah.
Great Woe is taking that opportunity to change their tech path entirely, going with the upgrade sensor rather than heavy weapons. I wonder how that will change Team Yes's strategy overall, as they won't have two players going for 20 mils. Whereas Team Veterans on the right side only have one player going for 20 mils while their other player goes for lasers. Which I'm partial toward. There is substantial benefit to having mixed weapon types, because mixed weapon types means you can't defend everything with the single strategy. You'll always have some vulnerability to exploit that can be exploited. And that's exciting to think about. We have these larger, expansive bases from the upper element of the team. Uh-oh. The sniper found blood. And there it is. Blood in the form of an explosion. Flint Shadow loses their first 20 mil. Which is quite painful for Team Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Good
that's
25% core HP as well.
Oh no, Great Woe losing their heavy weapons tech again, but this time to enemy weapons fire. That's just that just puts Team Yes at such a terrible back foot here. You do not see this every day. Oh jeez. Now I'm struggling to think. What do you do as Team Yes other than suffer? Is Team Veterans on the right side. They're going up. They have 2 20 mils down, and they have 3 fire beams as well, which is kind of a lot of firepower to be fielding compared to their opponents, who have a single 20 mil and a nuke, a warhead halfway complete. Looks like Team Yes's sniper nest has been discovered, and will lose all of their snipers, which is certainly not an ideal. The buzzsaw is coming to fire once again. A little bit of anti-synergy with the fire beam, but nothing that can't be rectified. Oh jeez. Team Yes is again struggling for any amount of stability.
Wow, this is
The snipers! 4 sniper rounds immediately finding their target in Flint Shadow's 20 mil. And that's just it. Flint Shadow falls. You know...
What?
What? Not that I expected that nuke to do anything in this context. I didn't expect it to directly fly up into the corpse of their teammate there. So that was about as one-sided and oppressive as it gets. Team Veterans just stomping Team Yes out of the match. Though, I expected... I did not... let me rephrase. I did not expect Team... Yes to get punished as hard as they did. Mind you, they went for an incredibly cheesy tactic for round 1 and failed it. So they just kind of got wiped out, which is usually how that goes. If your cheese doesn't work, then you get removed from the game.
Yeah. I think Taicho wants to tell you something in the admin
Yeah,
chat.
I'm looking into that now. It does seem that I have an issue with that, and I'm going to have to restart stream real quick.
Okay, sure, do that.
So I will do that right now. So we'll be getting the for any of those watching, there will be a 3-minute stream restart period. But don't worry, you won't miss anything, as we're just getting the next set of teams together for the next round. I'll see you guys in a minute. Or 3, specifically.